Tulsa, Oklahoma, home to the Tulsa Golden Hurricane and Skelly Field, where the fans... Tulsa will kick off and will get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the North Texas Mean Green offense takes the field, and they'll try to put together the first drive of the game. They got an performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. North Texas will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields to punt. Wants to make a play. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. One. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Punt is in the air. Able to keep them from getting it. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. All right, guys, let's chat a little bit about North Texas. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
So now it's second and long. Looking for a man. It's Stroud. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Caught in the backfield. It's Vaughn. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. North Texas will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the return man couldn't get to it. Bounce out of bounds. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance.
Oh, he's got some space. A huge play, and they get him all the way to the 45-yard line. Tulsa wasting no time.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The play action fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll do it himself. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Stroud. It's complete on the right side.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. Got enough for the 1st. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. North Texas really has it going on offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll toss it to the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You see this a lot from offensive coordinators. Where are you weak? Where are you vulnerable? Where can I get an edge? And you see him try to get the ball in the perimeter early in the first quarter. Can I get outside the tackle boxes and have success?
And not only that, stretch from side to side, and it can pay off with your inside runs.
No doubt. Get them running sideline to side. Also get them a little tired.
North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the wideout. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. North Texas with a fresh set of downs as we open play in the second. Scanning the field, it's Stroud. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Under fire, and he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. They'll send out the kicker here, and this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Absolute shank. Missed it. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
Hey, go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And that's a live ball behind the line. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Alford. Oh, they're after him. Got a man, it's Ferguson. Still on his feet at the 45. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Now the toss. Breaks into the open. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Give to the running back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Finds his man. It's Fields. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Purdue is currently trailing, but if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 13 to Washington. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the
strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just the middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
Got him, and nobody's close. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage blitz.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Red pass, it's complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. North Texas started this drive in the shadow of its own end zone, but now they've moved out, got a little something cooking. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Stroud. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And his slips just... And the field goal ties it up here in the 2nd quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. RPO complete to open the drive.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Tulsa with the playbook wide open here on 2nd and short. Here comes the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Tulsa in a tough spot here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line. We'll set up shop.
And the North Texas offense will take over. 1st and 10.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught near the sticks. It's Hawkins. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. To the air, it's Stroud. Finds his tight end. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
It's complete to the right. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. To make one on the return, they'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. On the ground, it's Jenkins. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that 2nd half in Tulsa.
North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the 2nd half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Going to the run to start this 2nd half. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Here's the handoff. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. Back to pass, it's Alford. Finds his big tight end. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. No chance for a return. He makes the fair. That's where they'll go to work. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He fires one deep over the middle. He's got it along the sideline. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds a tight end. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether. 3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now the connection takes it to the 11. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge game down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
Well, a short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Stroud. Gets rid of it. Looking for the goal line. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Using his legs to talk it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, North Texas. They take the lead with the 6. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Going right to work up top. Under fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Stumbled to the ground. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return line.
And the North Texas offense will take over. 1st and 10.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Got room to work. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On 4th down, looking to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with it. You're on offense. When you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screen.
He'll try to take it back. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
They're going to ride this running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Leaves it with the back. He's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for Tulsa. They'll run this play from the pistol. Rides the back on the option to give. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. It's a draw. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Tulsa with a fresh set of downs to start the 4th. He'll keep it himself. Quick spin on the run. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tulsa! And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Trying to power it in. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Trying to barge in. He's going to lose a yard on that one. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Quarterback on the keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs times in college football, when you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff. 17. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He's got him. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the move, it's Hawkins. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Finds his man down the middle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Stroud. He's got his man.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on third down would make it easier. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Bringing the heat. Fires to the big fella. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, Here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the upright. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Appalachian State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. There he goes. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Golden Hurricane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Fields. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Line gets set. 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Alford. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Can't find his man. It'll be breaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired in this.
Turning it on! What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They want that clock to run. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that 1st down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
This was hardly an offensive juggernaut, but sometimes you lean on your defense and grind out a win.
This was a defensive struggle, no doubt about it, but we know this is a team game, and the defense certainly did what they needed to do. The offense just barely did enough. That's the important part, David, moving forward. They're going to have to play better on that side.
I think it looked more like an offensive struggle, not a defensive struggle. They definitely brought their A game, but listen, all you needed was